Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. We've been selling auto parts for over 30 years.
What's up guys, I'm Andy from 1A Auto. In this video I'm going to show you how to remove and reinstall a front window regulator in this 2012 Ford Escape. If you need parts for your vehicle, click the link in the description and head over to 1aauto.com. All right, we're going to remove this cover right here. This is for the switch for the mirrors. And I'm just going to use a trim tool. Just go behind here, pop this out. Just like that. To disconnect the mirror switch, just push down right here, slide that out. Next I'm going to take a pick tool. We just want to take this cover off behind the inside door handle. I'm just going to pull it forward, pull that cover off. Next we're going to take this screw out. We're going to use a T30 socket extension and a ratchet. Take that screw out. There's a little cover that's right here. We're just going to remove that. Use a little pick tool, slide underneath here, pull it up. Next is a screw down here. Just going to use a Phillips head screwdriver. Take this screw out. Take that screw out. There's some screws along here on the side, right there. So take those two screws out. Just use the Phillips head screwdriver. There's another screw that's right here on the front of the door. Just use a Phillips head screwdriver. Take this one out. So I'm going to take a trim tool. Now normally you pry underneath here, pry up here, and then pry up here. This vehicle has two clips, right here and right here. And on this vehicle these clips are broken, so normally you would have to struggle a little bit more to get this piece off. But just keep in mind, this goes straight up. Take those clips off. I can disconnect the electrical connectors right here. Just push on this tab, slide it out. Push on this tab, slide it out. Now I'm just going to take a trim tool, go in between the door panel, just pry out. There's clips all around the door holding it on. Like that. Should be able to grab the door panel and just slide up. There's a cable that's attached right here to the front. Just gonna slide this out. Just like that. And then slide the cable up. Slide the retainer out. And then there's a connector right here. Just disconnect this connector. Just push the tab and slide it down. I'm just gonna take a trim tool. I wanna remove this foam insulation and just slide underneath the little push pin. We actually sell this trim tool at 1aauto.com. Pop that out, do the same over here. Slide underneath, pop it out. Same with this one. Take that out, set it aside. I want to remove some of this vapor barrier. I'm just gonna slide this out a little bit. I can use a utility knife. You just cut along the edge. And when I go to reinstall it, it should stick to itself. Yep. Just to be able to peel this barrier over a little more, I'm just going to remove this little bracket right here. I'm going to use a T30 socket, extension, and a ratchet. Slide that bracket off. It just makes this easier to fold over here. Get it out of my way. Just pull these wires through. Just going to use some masking tape to hold it out of my way. And I can remove these bolts. I am going to get an assistant to hold the window for me so that when I take these bolts out, it doesn't fall. So you can hold that for me. I'm going to use a 10mm socket, extension, and a ratchet. Take that bolt out. Now the window will go up. Slide the window all the way up. Hold it right there. Then we're going to use some tape. Just tape it up. And that should be good. At this point, I can disconnect this electrical connector right here. There's a lock underneath. Just push down on the tab, disconnect that connector. And I'll take a 10mm socket, extension, and a ratchet. Loosen up this nut here. There's another nut up here. Take those nuts off. Then on the motor side, take this bolt out. Same 10mm socket. And then these two, you can just loosen them. You don't have to take them out completely because it's slotted. Loosen both of those. We can grab the motor, slide it up and in, and grab the regulator. Pull that in. We're going to slide the regulator down and slide it out just like that. All right, we're going to reinstall this in the vehicle. Let's just slide this in here. You can move the motor around a little bit because it's just on cables, so it actually helps out that they make regulators like this. And then slide those two bolts through, then the motor's just going to sit. We'll take the regulator side, slide the stud up top, and the stud down below. Take the nut, get that one started. We'll get this nut started. And then this bolt, I'll get that one started as well. All right, we'll tighten them up using a 10mm socket, extension, and a ratchet. Just snug. Go back around, make sure those are tight. Tighten that up. And tighten that one up. Next, I'm gonna slide the window down into position on the regulator. I'm just gonna have the bolts in my hand when I do that. Before I take the tape off, I'm just going to put my hand underneath here. You could also get an assistant for this part of it. If if you need help. Just pull the tape off. I'll just slide the window down. Get it into position. And I'll take the bolt. I'll get this one started. Once you get one bolt started, you're a little bit safer. And I'll take the socket and the extension, get the other bolt started. Lightly snug those up. You want to make sure the glass is all the way down, so push it down, pull it towards the back. Now I'm going to use a torque wrench, and I'm going to torque these bolts, the window bolts, to 44 inch-pounds. Make sure you're on inch-pounds, not foot-pounds. Now I'm going to go back and torque these fasteners for the regulator to 97 inch-pounds using a 10mm socket and a torque wrench. Now we're going to plug the window regulator motor in. Just line up the connector, lock it in place. Now we'll turn the key on and then test the window regulator. Make sure it goes all the way up. And it goes all the way up, make sure it goes all the way down. At this point, I'm going to turn the key off, disconnect this window switch, disconnect this connector as well. All right, now we're going to remove this tape, pull this vapor barrier, reinstall this. I'm going to slide the wiring harness through here. Make sure this is all lined up. I'm going to slide this lock rod through that hole. Line that up there. And it should stick pretty good. This foam piece is going to go next. Slide this in position and lock it in place. I'm going to take this little bracket. It's going to go back right here. Take this torque screw, get this started. Then I'm going to take a T30 socket, an extension, and a ratchet, and we'll tighten this down. Just snug that up. All right, we'll take this door panel. We're going to slide these wires through here, or at least get them in that area. Reconnect this electrical connector for the door locks. Line that up, lock it in place. And we'll take this. I want to get this little retainer through the slot right here, just like that. And then we're going to slide this cable to the side and then lock it in right there, just like that. We'll take the door panel, make sure those wires are right there. Take this lock rod, you want this lock rod on here. Line that up. And then at the top, make sure you pull that wiring harness out. The top of the door panel, we want to slide into place up here. That looks good. Then we'll get the door pins to line up all the way around. Just apply a little pressure. Just like that. I'll take this screw, use a T30 socket, extension, and a ratchet. Tighten this up. Snug that down, not too tight because it is plastic. Take this little cover. This is going to line up in here. and just press it in place, just like that. Right, now we're going to install these 3 screws. There's 2 on the back side here. 1 goes on the front side right here. Just take a Phillips head screwdriver. Get this started right here. Before I tighten it up, I'm just going to get them all started. All right, those are all started, so now I'll snug them down. Reinstall this trim piece. Take the electrical connectors, line them up, lock it in place, just like that. Then there's some tabs that should be right here. On this vehicle, they broke off. They go right there, so you're gonna wanna line those up. And then with them lined up, just push it down. Then we'll take this Phillips head screw and a screwdriver and get that started. Now we'll take this cover, slide it into position. Now we'll take the electrical connector, get this lined up, lock that down, and then line these 2 tabs up. Retainers. You might have to pull this out a little bit. Right there. Lock it in place.
Thanks for watching. Visit us at 1AAuto.com for quality auto parts, fast and free shipping, and the best customer service in the industry.